Housing, one of the big drivers for our economy, is showing some sudden, unexpected weakness. Pending home sales dropped 1.1% in June. The numbers are from the National Association of Realtors, and they were expected to show an overall increase. Sales did rise in the West and Midwest, but that strength was offset by a drop in the South and Northeast. Still, analysts say that housing does remain in a recovery mode. Well, if not buying, more Americans are now renting. Rentals are in high demand. Let's learn more now from Jackie Keenan in Florida.
This buzz of housing construction can be heard near urban centers and popular suburbs all over the country. But these are not condos, they're apartments, and they're being built faster than you can say high-rise. Apartments are the biggest surge in new construction since the housing bust and is outpacing single-family homes. 42% of all new construction is multifamily, with 93% meant for rentals. 8,000 new apartments are going up here in the Tampa Bay area alone. Philip Smith is the president of Framework Development Group, and his company is betting big on apartments. He says the rental market is making up for lost ground.
There was such a long period of time without new supply in the apartment market. There were 3 or 4 years where essentially nothing happened by way of new construction. So 2 things are happening. One is that we're seeing a rebalancing of that supply and demand. And the other thing that's going on are some real conscious choices on behalf of renters, where they're deciding to hold off a little bit on purchasing a house.
In fact, owning a home is out of fashion. The ownership rate has fallen to a 20-year low of 64.8%, down from the high of nearly 70% in 2005. The sharpest drop in home ownership comes from the 20-something crowd as they grapple with lower wages, a mountain of student debt, and tougher lending standards. But the job market is improving for them, making the trendy downtown apartment building the cool place to live. After all, what's more attractive, a mortgage or a rooftop pool?
It's not the apartment that we rented out of college, 20, 25 years ago. They're much more highly amenitized, almost hyper amenity driven. There's not the big disparity, but you're not making huge trade-offs when renting an apartment as you used to be.
Ruth Reyes is one of those who will never buy again. She says she prefers not having the headache of a home.
So I like the convenience of renting. I like the fact that I'm not tied to something, to a home.
For First Business News, I'm Jackie Keenan.
And higher-end apartments do fetch higher rents, which have been skyrocketing in recent years, and they're expected to grow another 5% this year.